welcome to another one of my videos. This has been a bit delayed, I apologize for this, but this is actually my 2018 bullet journal setup. So I've kind of been adding a few extra elements. That's what's been taking the time. I did a few DIY things for some pages. And I also wanted a chance to kind of go over last year's bullet journal and kind of look at what I liked about it, what I wanted to change about it. Yeah, as well as what kind of new things I wanted to add, or maybe a new look or style. Yeah, so without further ado, I just wanted to kind of give you a little glimpse inside my 2018 bullet journal setup. I absolutely loved documenting in a bullet journal in 2017. It was my first year to use a bullet journal, and I absolutely loved it. It became my Bible. I've learned a lot about myself just by documenting and keeping different trackers and things like that. For someone who's like totally obsessed with always doing to-do lists and ticking things off, or just brainstorming ideas, this is perfect for you if you're like anything like that. So yeah, so I've taken elements from my 2017 bullet journal. I'm happy to give you guys a flip through of this. If you don't think it's too late, I'm really happy to show you what I kind of did last year, but I just kind of wanted to make sure I got straight onto 2018, so I kind of didn't really miss the boat on showing you guys my setup. So there are still some pages that I have yet to do, but this is the bulk of the start of my setup, where you can kind of get the idea. And as I go along through the year and do more pages in my bullet journal, I'll probably flip back through and show you what I did for things that I might have missed or haven't finished yet. So I got the plain blue coloured, how do you say it, Lexurium journal. I'm so sorry if I'm not saying it right. So it's one of the main bullet journal brands. It's because of the quality of the paper, pens and that don't bleed through it and things like that. That's why they're so popular. I used it last year, so I was really kind of happy with the A5 size. I just had to get another one this year, and I really kind of like this blue color. So I've added a few extra blender bits for this. As you can see, I kind of went ahead and I was more than happy to add some little personalization to this one. Yeah, so for this one I did add, when I went to buy this, I was so excited. It actually had the pen loops, and it wasn't that expensive. I think it was like $6 or something. So I ended up getting that. So I don't have my pen at the moment because I kind of keep that in my pen case, but I've got to add that soon. And I've got this little traveler's notebook tab which I'm using, that I'm going to move around in the journal. So without further ado, I'm going to get to, so I'm just like waffling on. So I'm going to get to a look in my journal. So I open it up. And at the moment I don't have any keys or anything like that just yet, but I've put a little labeled sticker here just for decoration, and I also made this sticker myself, like a little polka dot sticker. And there's this beautiful little sticker that says "This book belongs to," and I got that from a Rifle Paper Co. little sticker booklet that I actually got for my birthday. Now I went a bit all out for my title page. So what I've done is I got a little illustration here of a compass, and I'll show you how that's going to go and work in a second, because it kind of just looks like it's just out in the open there. And what I've done is I've gone and I've used some collage papers and some cutouts from magazines to make this title page. And it's like a special see-through title page. So it's got like a little window, and then you can open it up, and then you can see the little compass sits down here. So what I've done here is kind of like a little map of new beginnings and a map of monthly moments that I want to keep track of. And what I'll try and do is, I'm not sure if it's going to work yet, but I want to add little certain points in each month, or maybe about something important that happened that month, or something that I want to go back and kind of reflect on and remember at the end of the year. So I've got that little map I drew. And then here it's kind of like a little rundown list of 2018, so it's like a master list, and I've kind of got my word of the year, which is growth. And then I've got my resolutions. I'm not really big on making resolutions. I don't think sometimes it's that good to put pressure on ourselves. It's nice to have goals, but I try and think of resolutions of ways that maybe I could better myself, or could be something that I want to work at, just something I might want to learn. So it's not always has to be big, like overwhelming things that you just have to panic about or feel down on yourself because you're not achieving it. So I kind of set little goals for the year, and that can change from time to time. And as you can see, I'm really happy I already got one of those things, which is get a PO box. And yeah, if you've seen my Snail mail videos, you would have seen me talking about my PO box, and that I'm accepting mail now, and I'm sending mail to anyone who sends me mail. So that's exciting. And then I've got little things on what I want to accomplish in this book this year. So it's add more color, include collages, which I kind of did in the title page, use more photos, still keep a minimal design, but experiment and decorate with my stationery. So I want to use my stash more. And then I've got things to remember, and they're just some quotes that I've recently heard, or just ones that I've always liked. Worrying makes you suffer twice, which was from Fantastic Beasts, and I just think that's an awesome quote. Let go to live. It's about just, you know, not letting, again, worries get to you, and just having fun and going with the flow. You are stronger and braver than you think. And create for fun, not just for work. And so I've got my YouTube goals, my Instagram goals, blog posts, and books read. So that's just like a small little goals list. And then I've done some more collaging over here. So this is kind of just a mood board of stationery that I had around, things that people had gifted me. I think my nephew gave me these little kind of metallic see hole through bits, and I kind of put that there so I can I think of him. And then I've got some drawings, and yes, some stickers. So I made this terrarium sticker, and I'm absolutely obsessed with llamas, and my husband found these paper clips for me for my birthday. They're absolutely adorable. I've got some more illustrations, and I've got the La Dolce Vita washi tape, and I'm absolutely obsessed with her stuff. She's an amazing artist. I'm sure anyone who's into travelers notebooks and planners have probably seen her stuff like everywhere. I am going to have a go and do a year in pixels. So this is my moods. Got on this next page. So I've got movies seen. So this just means movies that I've seen at the cinema, because I've got another list for movies I've just watched. So what I'm kind of doing is I'm kind of going with this illustrated theme, and I'm going to illustrate kind of like something that sums up that movie that I saw. So for this I was trying to draw a ticket, but it turned into like a suitcase, and then I just put music on the side. But this is books that I want to read. So I did some illustrating for this one. And I've got the little bookshelf. I've done some planners. And I've got this girl here. I actually had a it's Chinese craft book. And I saw a girl similar to this. She was at a desk writing. So I got inspired by that, and I decided to draw a similar type of looking girl reading a book. So yeah, I just kind of like that, just playing around. One of the things I want to do is work on drawing people more. Of course, because, you know, I've got my PO box, and I do a lot of pen paling and things like that. I've got my Happy Mail page. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to record down the incoming mail, and then I'm going to record down the outgoing mail. So I've illustrated these stickers and made my own stickers for this. So I'm thinking about maybe making some so I could sell in my shop, or to give out to anyone who sends me mail. So yeah, I'm kind of really happy with this page. I think it's a fun little way to kind of document, yeah, my pen pals and my incoming mail that I've got. And then I've got places I've visited, and I've done some little Polaroid illustrations. And every time I go to like a different place, it doesn't have to be so far off like overseas, but maybe if it's out of state or something like that, yeah, I'll do a little illustration in here. And now I've got a gap because I want to do one of those lunar calendars. I'm just thinking on how I want to do it, so that's why I haven't finished that quite yet. And I might add some astrology type things here too, so that's why that page is free. And then I've got room for a future log. So that's why that blank page is there. Again, I want to put a bit more work into that, so I haven't done that straight away. And then I want to do a gardening chart because I do quite a lot of gardening, and so I want to do a monthly chart of what to grow, what to plant at certain times. I'll keep you updated with that, the progress of that too. And then I've kind of just started this one, a social media tracker. I don't know if you can see because I've just got it in pencil at the moment because I was just figuring out how I wanted to do it before I went over it in the black pen. So I've kind of just got the different things on the top, and each month I'm going to add what my amount of subscribers, followers are like. So I work in publishing, I work in magazines as a job. So this year I wanted to make sure I document the stories that I write. So I've kind of started a list here, and I'm writing down the stories that I write and that's been published either in magazines or online. And then I've got a gap. I haven't done it my January spread even though it's very late. But like I said, I've been busy, but I know what I want to do for that, and I'll probably show you guys a flip through of that when it's done. And then I've got my habit tracker. I did this last year. This is my setup last year as well. I used the same font. So this is one of my favorite things. I got my habit tracker here. Now I normally mark it out in pencil, in dots first, and then later on I go over it. I'll color in each of the squares for this one. So if I just show you one of my past ones, I just did my other ones. See how I've got the colors? So I end up colouring it like that. And then I've got my meal tracker. So that's always really handy. It's one of my favourite things to track. And then I've got a garden log, which I write what happens in the garden each day, or maybe it's something that I do in the garden because I have a vegetable patch and a cut flower patch. And then for here, again, I haven't finished this, but I'll show you what I've done in other months. I illustrate down what's growing in the garden that month. So for example, this was December in the garden. So I do something similar like this where I'll illustrate all the flowers and what's growing. And then I've got my Create a Day page. I love my Create a Day page. It makes me accountable for being able to do something creative every day. I do something creative any day. It's now become a habit, which is a good habit. And this is just what I kind of write down what I've done. And I also sometimes use this page, which I use to practice on drawing or doodling or illustration. It could be anything, any creative that you want to do. So in my other one I did something like this. So this is flower arrangements. And then this is like one of my favorite pages for my 2017 one. So I decided to have a go at drawing flowers and succulents and bulbs. So I want to do a theme for each month and work on drawing things on around a particular theme. And then I've got my spending log here. I wasn't too happy with how I did the title, but again, it's just practice. I'm not very good at calligraphy and I want to get better at it. Other side, it's what I bought in drawings, and I'll show you an example in my 2017 of how I did that. So this is one of them, what I bought in drawings, and I draw down what I've bought. I've got what I'm watching on YouTube and TV shows and movies that I'm watching, and it's just a very simple spread. And then it goes back into the trackers and things. I hope you guys enjoy this video. Sorry if I did waffle on lots, but there's lots of things to say about the bullet journal. Yeah, lots of things to say. If you like this video, please leave a like. And feel free to leave any questions or comments. I really love hearing from you guys, and all your subscribes are very appreciated, and it kind of shows me that you are liking what I'm doing. Let me know if you do any of these spreads as well. I love to send me pictures. I'm always active on Instagram. Thanks again guys, and keep posted with my bullet journal progress. See you. Bye.